So in this video, we're going to take a quick look at braking issues that can cause the car to pull to one side. We're going to go through some steps in diagnosing the problem and just help you to identify what the typical issues are that can cause the car to pull to one side when you're braking. So you obviously need to be using the brakes for this to manifest itself. It typically won't happen when you're just driving along unless the brakes are binding on all the time on one side. And if they are, you would notice a lack of performance. The brake would be becoming physically hot due to the excessive friction that's happening, or the tyre may start to wear, particularly as it's dragging along the road surface. So in really bad extremes, you would notice that straight away. But the subtle things are where the pads have worn or the discs or rotors have worn unevenly, and the braking is not equal between both sides of the car. So as you brake, one side may be dragging a bit more than the other side, and that can cause the car to veer off in that direction. So if it only happens while you're braking and the car is veering, you've probably got some sort of imbalance with the pads, the braking system. It may need adjusting. It may be sending too much of the braking force to one side of the car or the other. There's very clever systems in a modern car, so that shouldn't happen. But if it is, you've got a problem that needs to be addressed. And it's a serious problem. If your brakes aren't working correctly, it could cost you your life. And it certainly could cost you a large repair bill if something untoward happened while you were driving the car. So never ignore problems with the brakes. Now, another thing that can happen with the brakes is you've just applied the brakes and they're sticking on a little bit. They're not fully releasing or releasing as quickly. So when you've released the brakes, you may notice the car just veering off a little bit, and then the brake releases and it's okay. Well, it's not okay. You've got a problem there that you really do need to address. So please, please, please look at any problems or faults with your braking system, particularly if it's causing the car to veer off in one direction or the other. Please boot that like button, because that really does help us to get out there. Subscribe to the channel. We'd hate you to miss out on the great content we've got planned over the upcoming months through this year, and we would love you to stay tuned. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in this next video that I've lined up for you.